So it turns out I actually forgot a Doomer Boards project, or rather a DBK. This is sort of a spin-off created by Big Ol' Billy, made up of members from the Doomer Boards projects. Although it doesn't actually, they don't actually go by even though it's DBK, they don't actually go by Doomer Boards crew. They go by Digital Bards crew. I guess in an attempt to get away from the problematic chuds, as Doomworld would call them, over at Doomer Boards. And just show off a few levels here. Ooh. Very original layout, huh? I've never seen this before, have you? I guess there is some original details. This is Map 01. Oh, it doesn't... Oh, this is right, I have to do UZ Doom. They don't show the map names. By Big Ol' Billy. So the big controversial thing about the DBK projects as opposed to the DBP is that rather than target limiting removing ports, they use Z-Doom based ports. Now while they do claim to be based on the oldest, the oldest version of Z-Doom, which is the last one they ever released before forking, it's very controversial with a lot of people because you know how people feel about Z-Doom, and especially GZ-Doom and the new UZ-Doom. See the good old gnome enemies. Some Duke Nukem 3D textures out there. I didn't really want to show off this first level because the next level I do want to show off is pretty long, but just give you a nice taste of the holiday spirit. I wasn't actually going to do this one, but once I realized that there was technically a Doomer Boards project I missed, or rather a spin-off, I knew I had to do it. I also want to show off something else. I mentioned this in the last video, Holiday Hits. I'll be showing that off later when I get to it. Some alien enemies. I suppose I should explain this. This is technically a sequel to two separate Doomer Boards projects, Alien Bastards, which I actually have played in the time since I made that last video, and Spaceballs the sequel. Something I unfortunately, I got distracted there. Something I didn't play yet. Nice little Arachnotron crossed with the, what do they call the Octobrains from Duke Nukem 3D. One of the enemies from Alien Bastards. Nice little Apogee Duke Nukem 3D throwback starring Halloween Harry from that old game, yes. A Christmas WOD featuring Halloween Harry. Make of that what you will. Nah, I'm being a little hard. I didn't quite enjoy this one nearly as much as the other Doomer Boards projects, but the levels feel... I have this inherent bias against Z-Doom maps, and I really shouldn't, but it always just feels like the more they go in on Z-Doom features, the more they forget like what makes traditional Doom maps so great. We'll say I like the enhanced detail offered by Z-Doom. You see like the raising and lowering water, or nukage, much like you know, Duke Nukem 3D would have. Bitch save. Yeah, this is my bitch save. I'm gonna just go back to see if there's any health that I missed. Because the level's not quite over yet, even though it is based on Hangar. Yeah, there we go. Gotta remember those presents of the health. Strafe run 40 this shit. Wait. No, wait, yeah. I really do have bad directions with these kinds of level. Yeah, I think I was saying I really like these cages with all these giant presents. Very, very attractive design. Reminds me a lot of like a Nintendo 64 platformer. This is the Hell Knight replacement. I don't quite know if he's from the Spaceballs one, because again, I didn't play it, but he wasn't... I couldn't remember him in Alien Bastards. Confusing enough, he makes Doom 64 pain elemental sounds. And he makes the Doom 64 Baron of Hell death noise when he dies too. Very confusing right there. And all through the hangar, yeah, that's right. I'm going to jump ahead to map, was it 11? Oh, map 11. Planet of the Cyber-Scrooges by Big Billy. This unfortunately is a pretty big map. You can see, very Christmassy right off the bat. You got these Duke Nukem 3D resources from Alien Bastards. These are the zombie men replacement from that WAD. For some reason this does mix and match different enemy types, so you'll see the oh boy. You'll see like the different enemy types. You'll see the zombie men from one WAD. Here's the Alien Bastards Archvile, very traditional gray alien. This was a bad path to take, unfortunately. I didn't mean to go this way, but whatever. You know, funny, I was talking about this light detail fixture from Icarus Map 16 when I was doing the H2H Xmas video. Some nice Z-Doom scripting right here. That's great. That's great. Bitch save. I know there's a, I think a Revenant's coming. Yeah. I just played this level set about 2 weeks ago, so it's still pretty fresh in my mind. I'm gonna try to get some infighting going. I don't know why the pose they do when they fire reminds me of like the Mega Man Robot Masters for some reason. Yeah, I don't know if they're from like another game or something, but I mean the fact that somebody had to like draw all those sprites and rotations for a Hell Knight replacement is pretty crazy. Is that nice Doom 64 sound again? You know, it's a Z-Doom WAD when you get the particle effects. See the Cycloid Emperor out there. I got these nice little monoliths, I guess you'd say? Or would they be obelisks? Whatever. From Makai Tenno Show from Alien Bastards, which actually has a little tribute in this WAD. Not one of the better levels, unfortunately. Bitch save. Left or right? Left or right? I'm gonna go... Ah, the enemies are pointing me in the right direction. I was gonna go in the direction of the... Well, shit, they actually took me in the wrong direction. Fuck you, enemies. Riveting commentary. Yeah, here we go. You can see the Alien Bastards chain gunner. And yes, that was a Chex Quest sound you just heard. I think those are also the alien death sounds from Justin Fisher's old 1994 Aliens TC. Again, this is what I mean, like with Z-Doom was, they always got like the scripting and shit. I don't know. It's kind of a little distracting. See, in the background, there's a toy. The gimmick of this WAD is that every level has a secret toy. In order to get the true ending, you got to get all these secret toys, which opens up a resource level. Just all the stock resources they used with all the new enemies and keys and shit. It's like you spend like minutes at a time looking for these secrets, only to ultimately get just like a 2-minute bonus level. But yeah, whatever. It's the thought that counts. A very nice spiraling staircase with some fake 3D floors, courtesy of Z-Doom. Got the Duke Nukem Hollow Duke sprite with a Doom guy instead. Saying what I'm seeing as I'm playing, because I'm not very good at commentary. I was looking at the analytics for the last video that only got like 67 views, and I had to laugh because right around the time I started complaining that people were going to show off the video because I got lost in that first shitty map, people started showing the video off because I got lost in that map. But in my defense, though, I was trying to show off like all the environment. I do not want to be here without a super shotgun, unfortunately. That's the pain elemental replacement from Alien Bastards. It can't move. I don't know if it is slightly tankier, but it feels slightly tankier. There's the Wolfenstein SS replacements that fly around. Thankfully they explode when they die, which makes them a little less of a bastard to deal with. Yeah, I really don't want to be here without an enhanced weapon. I keep forgetting I had the plasma rifle, though. Yeah, I had nothing to worry about. Nice festive decoration there. The super shotgun. Actually, wait, I did get the super shotgun. I must have forgot. It's supposed to be I think it's supposed to be the flat cannon from Unreal Tournament '99. I don't really like that sprite though for some reason. It just, I don't know why. The lack of the clicking sound makes it not as satisfying to use for me for some reason. Oh, there we go. All the new enemies and alien bastards have a lot less health for some reason. They make them more like the Revenant than like the Cacodemon and the Arachnotron. Wait, not the Arachnotron, the Pain Elemental. So you can kill them with only 2 rockets instead of 3. Or I guess, like I said, 2 rockets and maybe 1 shotgun blast. This level is a bit of a slog, unfortunately. Of course, I can always just edit it down. Was I here already? Actually, no, it wasn't. I'm going to bitch save. Because I know there's some goodies down there. This is the backpack replacement. Yeah, see, they only need 2 super shotgun blasts and some bullets. I guess that... Oh, that one was 2. I guess there's like maybe 100 more hit points. Not even 100, maybe 50 more hit points than the Revenant. Now this one isn't really meant to be played with free look, although they do recommend using jump and crouch keys. Or swim up and swim down keys if you need them. Again, I need the blue card. Don't quite remember where to go. This is definitely the largest and most impressive level in the set. Big Ol' Billy is quite a prominent mapper nowadays. Apparently he's best known for a level set called Doom Guy Gets a Puppy. I haven't played that. Might play that though sometime. Yeah, see, I'm getting lost. I'm gonna have to probably edit all this shit out. If I remember correctly, this was a very infuriating thing from the first time I played this. The way up is actually this little Duke Nukem 3D event. Some goodies back here. Nice Flintstone sound when you hit them with that sometimes. Oh shit. Wait, when did I get the rocket launcher? I feel like I'm going crazy here. Oh, here we go. Actually, wait, no. This is where I fell at the beginning. Yeah, here we go. Oh, wait. Here's some Dark Forces sound. Here's the Spaceballs, finally. I can't believe this is real. It is a bit of a grab bag of these levels. That's the other way to that place. So weird to hear Star Wars Dark Forces sounds with Spaceball assets. I mean, that's a real trip, man. Yeah, the big thing is they're coming out with the new Spaceballs movie, which I'm pretty excited for. But everybody is saying like this is the first Spaceballs. They're finally making the search for more money, and it's making such a big deal about it. And it's like, am I the only idiot who remembers when they tried to have a terrible animated series animated in Flash on G4 TV? I guess the less said about that, the better. Considering the first time I ever heard about that was from, what was it, TV Tropes old So Bad It's Horrible page for animated shows. Here we go. Now I'm back on track. This level's progression is a little shitty, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I've been playing the Doomer Boards projects lately. I've played the first 8, but then I took a break because like I said, I always want to go back and finish the top 100 WADs list after all these years. I'm like on 2002 right now. can see little... I was completely distracted. Anyway, like I was saying, I've been playing the Doomer Boys projects. The early ones, I played the first 8. The early ones are just alright. Like, I definitely think they get better as they go on. Like, they only ever have like 1 or 2 months to make them, so the levels, they do tend to, you know, fluctuate in quality. I think I was trying to show this off. You can see the Cyber-Scrooges from the Doomer Boys Christmas Carol up there. Oh boy, that was a mistake. Probably have to run past this shit. You're supposed to have the BFG by now, but like I said, you're not really supposed to pistol start this wad or anything, but I did it anyway. Yeah, like, some of the levels can be a little bit abrasive. Like, I wasn't a big fan of Mindblood Genesis, the 8th one, because some of those levels are kind of bullshit. Particularly, I think map 5 has it's like a mini Mount Erebus with like a shitty, bunch of shitty Eternal Doom puzzles. You have to like shoot. Funny, I had to look up a walkthrough for that. There's like the only walkthrough had like 89 views, and even the walkthrough didn't know how to get the red key. You're supposed to frickin' is that Z-Doom script again? You're supposed to like shoot a switch to grab an invisible platform to grab the red key, and you get a strafe run 50 to get the L key. I don't know, it's awful. I didn't really like Vicarious Reality either. It's almost like a joke wad that's trying to be like the 90s, but some of them are great. I like the first one. I like Coffin Curse. Some people like the Xenomorph base one. I wasn't really fond of that one because the levels are kind of short and underwhelming by my standards. The only level that's like a really decent length was, I think, the 3rd map by Super Cupcake Tactics. I've noticed, you know, you have all these regulars from Doomer Boards on these projects. I gotta say, I'm actually not the biggest fan of Super Cupcake Tactics maps for the most part. Because like I said, I was talking about bad progression, some of those maps get a little too non-linear. When it works, it works. Like, I actually edited this out of the other Doomer Boards project video. Yeah, I have to go this way. Yeah, the Super Cupcake Tactics was the project lead on Augur Zenith, the most famous one. And Super Cupcake Tactics did the first map, Glass Messiah, and Vindiculum Gate, map 15, the 2 most well-known maps from that project. I think I went the wrong way. By the way, GZ Doom actually, or UZ Doom actually does have the overlay feature. I don't know why he said it didn't in the other video. Not fond of the green color though. This is who I have to thank for making this very non-linear, confusing-ass map. Although I suppose it's my fault for wanting to play it in the first place. Yeah, I was saying, like, yeah, it's Super Cupcake Tactics. When that person's style works, it actually does work well, like Glass Messiah. But, like, say 2 of the maps, map 3 and map 7 in Mindblood Genesis, get a little too non-linear for my taste. Sort of like, what was that map called? Ah, crap, I can't remember. E2M5 from original Doom. Here we go, come to Papa. And, yeah, I guess Pandemonium, I guess. E3M3. The problem with non-linear levels is that you have to really balance them well, or else you'll run into a problem where it's like, if you go the wrong... It's like, even though it's non-linear and you can go any direction you want, there'll only be like one objectively good path that'll give you like the plasma rifle, give you the super shotgun, the rocket launcher, and then one path you'll have to fight like 20 barons with the regular shotgun and a chain gun, and it's like you just want to fucking pull your teeth out. Those Super Cupcake Tactics levels aren't that bad, of course, but like I'm just saying, it's the thing with non-linear maps. You've got to be very careful balancing them. Yeah, here we go. I'm back on track. Again, you gotta love levels that have multiple colored switches with the same key. Let me in! Let me in! Gotta get that green armor. Here we go. You know, it's a modern WOD when there's actually lots of enemies in a big arena. Oh boy, this is getting very deadly. Thankfully, the Cyber-Scrooges don't shoot deadly rockets at you. This way? I'm gonna bitch save just in case. Yeah, this is not gonna end well. Probably should switch to the BFG, but I don't know, too stubborn, I guess. There we go, come. Yeah, I'll rocket launcher this shit. Try to save some of my cells. This is not the only, Actually, you know what? There's 100 cells right there. I'm pretty sure I can leave the rest of them alive, just because, like, you get another rocket segment, like, earlier. Uh-oh. Oh, my inner demons are catching up with me. I'm almost to the toy section, thankfully. You can see up there, that's the vent I have to get to. I actually had to look up a walkthrough, which I'm a bit ashamed. Always gotta love how WODs this obscure have, like, walkthroughs on YouTube by some very dedicated doomers. Like I said in the last video, I haven't checked the Doomer board projects out. You really should check them out. Alien Bastards is definitely one of the better ones with some very impressive levels. Like the aforementioned Makai Tensho and what else was that map called? Station to Station. I really like that one. I think that was a big old Billy map. Bitch save. Bitch saving in UZ Doom, unfortunately, is not as seamless as Nugget Doom. Oh boy, that was a mistake. But thankfully his health. I'm gonna just waste some BFG on these people. I think that's the BFG replacement from Hacks? That old 1997 commercial toll conversion. I think that's the Arachnotron from the Spaceballs one? Because I don't recognize it from Alien Bastards. Oh boy, here we go. This is why I want to save the BFG, bitch save. Ah, that was a mistake. Too merciful with the BFG sometimes. Nice little Duke Nukem style trap with the Octobrain in the vent. Oh boy, I need some health. I want to get murked by a little zombie man replacement. Oh boy, chain gunner. There we go. Where's that health? Oh, here's some. Some more Z-Doom scripting. I mean, it might not be my favorite Christmas WOD, but it's got a lot of charm and personality. This might not have been the most ideal level to show off, but whatever. I'll go for the red key first, because if I remember correctly, the backtrack makes it a little difficult to get back. Nice transparent floors and moving sectors. Again, the thing about Z-Doom is, like, in theory, it shouldn't make the maps worse, but it always just feels like when they start to focus on Z-Doom features, they forget about what makes good arenas, good, like, traditional Doom level design. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being an elitist prick, though. But I really like those limit removing ports, because I think there's a lot you can do with just vanilla Doom line defs. I mean, I think people have redone all of Doom 64 with like vanilla Doom assets. You gotta figure Doom 64 had pretty advanced scripting for 1997, almost like on par with Hexen and shit. The toy. Oh wait, I forgot to open the door. The door is up here. Okay. Uh-oh. So usually when I play levels and shit like that happens, I just id-clip through the door because it's like, it saves me like 10 seconds of having to backtrack. But this is short enough that I'm just going to record myself doing it. Uh-oh, geopolitical conflict. Bitch save. Was this the switch? Where is that switch? I hope I didn't already soft lock myself. Wait, is this it? Yeah, there we go. So the tell is that you're supposed to see that door in the corner go up and, oh, I already missed it. Damn it. I was afraid I was going to have to spend 5 minutes backtracking. There's more scripting there. Here we go. Here's the toy. Yeah, I'm starting to forget where I had to go again. I know there's like an apartment building section that I might have missed. I think it was up that staircase. There's another half to this? Yes, this way. Again, this level progression is almost kind of 90s-ish if you think about it, with these strange, I don't know, whatever you call it. Like that lighting effect. Little skylight, I guess. Now, I don't have free look turned on, so I can't look up, though. This way? This way. That squeaking sound, I'm pretty sure, is from Osiris TC, that old, what's his name? Glenn Payne and something Marshall. I tried playing that again sometime, and I wasn't that impressed with it. I think I kind of rage quit around a point where we had to strafe run over some platforms. I remember just being like the last map, and that was like decent, but then everything else was just okay. Here we go. Here's the final segment. It's a little tougher now. Extra BFG, I guess, if you missed the Candy Cane Lane. That terrible Eddie Murphy movie that came out on Amazon Prime a few years ago. Here we go. This is for some reason, this level set has two BFG Cyber-Demon replacements. I swear the Arachnotrons fire a little faster too, but that may just be me. Try to kite these enemies around. Going for the hug of death. I think that one actually has less health than a traditional Cyber Demon, thankfully. Oh, I thought I hit the hotkey for the shotgun. Be careful of all the consumerism coming at me. Some more Cyber Demon replacements up there. Oh boy, that was really fucking dumb. I'm gonna get blasted by a hit scanner right as I'm about to get some health. I was gonna go ahead and bitch save in the corner. Yeah, that was not very smart. I said bowls for a second because it's Spaceballs. There are people who actually hate Spaceballs the movie, and I never get why. Because I always see people who have like the shittiest taste in comedies, and they'll hate like they'll love terrible comedies, but they'll be like Spaceballs, like, ugh, it's making fun of Star Wars, it's stupid. And it's like, I love Spaceballs. I haven't watched in a good 3 or 4 years now, but I really do love that movie, and I can't believe there are people who actually hate it. It's so fucking funny. Uh-oh. Ah, God, I really regret playing this level now. That's okay, you watched 2 minutes and you gave up. He's just save scumming now. What a noob. Why am I watching this loser? Why am I not watching Decino play Slaughter Slop number 586? CAC Award winner of 2018. Really have much to say about these level sets, unfortunately. I'm sure it's funny because it's like it doesn't appeal to the people who want to hear voice comment. There's people who, like, the second they hear a voice, they just instantly shut the video off. And then there's people who don't hear a voice and they shut the video off. So I appeal to nobody, just talking about stupid shit. Book it to the exit. There we go. Took me a lot longer than 22 minutes and 42 seconds, that's for sure. Well, that was Doomer Board's Digital Bard's Crew Holiday Special. Again, maybe not my favorite Christmas special, but I did it for completion's sake. This is Doom 2 Holiday Hits by Snowy44. Now, like I said, I name-dropped this in the last Doomer Boards project video. Decided to take a look at it because I realized that Snowy44 was the same person who made the pretty good Map 6 from Jolly Junkyard. Figured showcase that person's work. Got a slightly different Wham MIDI for this one for some reason. Very strange. Playing this in the Hellion port, or is it Helion? I'll show off why. Yeah, I forgot to mention. Look at that frame rate. Look at that massive frame rate. Wow. Yeah, so Hellion is known to be like the most optimized port. Way better than like Cheesy Doom, UZ Doom, even like DSDA Doom. So I figured I'd show off this WAD. I will turn off the FPS counter just because I don't want my GPU to burn out. You know it's a Doom source port when it's got really fucking hard to find oh, I'm gonna be stuck with OPL3 unfortunately. I know no option for loop MIDI. Here we go, VSync. Fuck. 144 and what else did I want? How do I get rid of the show FPS? Yeah, no, who gives a shit about that? There we go. So I'm gonna just show this up. I do have mouse. I do have map free look on, but what the fuck ever? Who cares? The classic Santa sprite from H2H Xmas again. And right off the bat, this is a great WAD. Fucking motherfucking Croc snow level music. That's just already goated right there. Already love this person's WADs. Some nice brown retextures. You got daisy replacements. And for some reason, though, Hellion's the one big problem with Hellion is the sound driver. I don't know what the deal with it is, but it sounds very muffled to me. I don't know why. I really think that just like Nugget Doom and UZ Doom, they should implement an open AL renderer for HRTF and better resampling and shit. Because I'm just not fond of this audio driver at all. Probably should be playing with Per Christian's high quality sound pack, but whatever. These maps are, I think I mentioned I like this better than the first Doomer Boards project, Christmas WAD number 7. The levels are pretty simple, kind of 90s-ish. They almost feel like speed maps. They're definitely not as good as Jolly Junkyard Map 6 in terms of detailing, but they're still pretty nice maps, and they got good gameplay where it matters. This is a bit of a hot take in the Doom community, unfortunately, but I really think detail might be the single most overrated thing about the Doom community. People love to just hype up WADs. Oh my god, look at the detail, look at this light fixture, look at all these details, look at all these sectors. And it's like, when you think about it, Doom, it's like, if you look at this screenshot, it's like, okay, that's nice, but you're not going to be looking at Doom levels like this. You're going to be looking at them like this, you're like freaking moving around, shoot this, shoot this. It's like, people who just bitch about like detail, levels having too much detail, not enough detail, it's like, you're missing the point of Doom. It's not about the details, it's about like the level layouts, it's about like the nice use of lighting, like you could see there, the shadows of the little support things. Like, I guess you could call those things, like these columns, detail, but they're really more like they're just the sector layout, because they do provide things. Like, people who love to go on and on about like random light fixtures and shit, like Knee Deep and Z-Doom and Gothic 99 and all those overly detailed WADs, it's like, it's really not necessary to make a level look nice. Like I was saying, John Romero, his levels might not have the most detail, and they might not be my favorite levels, but he still has a very nice aesthetic sensibility, even without like a million details everywhere, although his newer levels are undeniably better detailed. Now, I'm not going to show off this level, but I will just quickly point out the music. I really like this MIDI. Didn't know what it was from till I saw the README file. Apparently it's from an old Nintendo Game Boy game by Shigeru Miyamoto called Mole Mania. Very nice MIDI. For some reason it reminds me of Diddy Kong Racing. I don't know why. Again, this is another Doomer Boards Christmas number 7 kind of level. Reminds me of map 2 from that WAD. Okay, now I'm going to be skipping ahead to map 5. Some nice Donkey Kong Country 2 music. This is a very traditional 4-door hub. You gotta have all the keys to progress. And then the levels are very simple. Like I said, they're not very detailed levels, but just even the details as simple as having like the snow-covered texture looks really nice. Boom. I do miss having the jibs from Nugget Doom, but again, I gotta show off that 1000 frame rate. Christmas BFG back. What is it, the Quake 3 arena sound? Now, before I step onto this teleporter, I want to remind you of what it says in the text file. UV is designed to be very chill difficulty, and Hurt Me Plenty is supposed to be even more chill. Oh, wait, I just remembered I don't have the quick save on this one. Nice jump scare mancubi for a chill WAD, and there he is. There's the Cyber Demon. He's very gray with red and green wires. You got these pinkies that box you in, gets the Cyber Demon ready to blast your ass. Again, very chill map set. Doom community, this is what they consider easy. Uh-oh. Almost got blasted there. Main reason I want to show off this level is because this nice frozen pond. I remember taking photos of this with the CRT. And the Wii Doom port, or rather the RetroArch fork of PR Boom for 240p scan lines. And have scan lines, of course. I do remember sending the author my photos, and the author, Snowy44, really appreciated it. Look, because these levels did look nice. Funny enough, this level actually is complex enough that it causes PR Boom's Wii to actually slow down. So like I said, that port is really not the greatest, but it is the only, one of the easiest ways to get 240p scanline Doom without like deflicker blur and shit, without getting like a PC compatible of CRT analog output. I think it's called CRT MU driver. Or I guess you could get like a Raspberry Pi and put Doom on it. Some of those older Raspberry Pis do have analog out. Actually, I think I heard even the 5 has it. You just gotta solder the wires back on because the headers are left unused because nobody was using the friggin' 3.5mm analog jack. There we go. Goodbye, Cyber-Scrooges. Hey, just in time. Got nice 50 shells to take on this level. I guess this is a kind of a chill map set if you're used to like Alien Vendetta and crazy levels. I actually would say it's a bit easier than Doom Aboard's Christmas Carol. And of course the Australian one, Santa's Outback Bender. That was one down. Why am I pressing use on the obvious entrance door? This way. I know there's an Archvile ambush somewhere in this level. Be very careful. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, is that bad texture alignment? Sorry, I'm gonna have to give this WAD a failing grade, because I'm a Doomworld staff member. I don't care about good layouts and good gameplay. I only care if every texture is perfectly aligned, if there's a million detail sectors that don't affect the gameplay you're never gonna see because you're gonna be moving really fast, probably in some shitty LCD screen that has very bad ghosting anyway. Nice, again, very symmetrical layout here. Kind of 90s. Again, I assume these are speed maps, but if they are speed maps, they're still good. And again, way better than anything I could ever hope to create. There we go. Very chill map set. Multiple Archviles in one spot. Keep forgetting I don't have the weapon keys bound to my usual hotkeys in this port, because I only gotta get very careful here. There we go. One down, one to go. Uh-oh. I'm dead. Wait! Bacon saved by the imp. Again, that's what you gotta hope for. You gotta get that asshole distracted by random shit that, keep forgetting. There we go. Now it's a chill level set with one Revenant. Gotta billboard this shit. Oh, excuse me, you should have a border texture to make sure that the skull doesn't get cut off. I'm gonna have to give your WAD an F-, thanks. Did I get the key? I got the key. Is there a teleporter back? Lift? Lift? Oh, here we go. I think this is a secret. Yeah, here we go. I always end up finding the secret BFG long after I need it. So I guess this would be the ideal path to take if you were going to play this level in an optimal route. Oh, I keep trying to hit my usual hotkey. Keep forgetting it's not bound. Ah, I didn't kill all of them, unfortunately. Very chill map set with hidden Revenant monster closets. Okay, this way. I think this is the last way. And very nice pandemonium style ledges with imps. Nice fireplace with this stock Doom texture. So yeah, this is the main reason why I want to showcase this WOD. Like I said earlier, I really love this frozen lake. Very memorable set piece. Showed it off with the Wii Doom port. I started to get frame rate drops over here. Let me see. Just Hellion, the best frame rate you'll ever have in Doom. Your money back guaranteed. Anything with, I think, OpenGL 3.1 capability. Oh yeah, look at that. And keep in mind, I have a fucking potato by today's standards. I'm still on an RX 580 because I'm a broke-ass hoe. So if you have like any modern like GPU made this year, you'll probably be getting like 3000 FPS here. That was very necessary and clearly not meant to be edited out in any sort of way. I want to keep these fuckers alive because I know shit's about to get real. Gonna want the festive barons to infight with the arachnotrons. Fortunately, they're gonna get distracted by all the imps. Not imps, but yeah, imps. Why am I saying not imps? Some nice festive fire green. Saying what I'm seeing because I'm not very good at commentary. That's why I used to do post-commentary, people. Get the bitch cannon out in case I need it for emergency. Two of them are infighting so far. Maybe I could get them to fight the Kakademia. He's fighting. Oh yeah, he's fighting an imp. That's great. I guess I did a chill set map set because even from pistol starts you get way more ammo than you need.
Oh, I'm sorry. That texturing? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious right now? I'm sorry. Did you not press A with Doom?
Oh fuck! I'm actually getting distracted from my gameplay with these stupid, unfunny jokes, these bits. Do I even have the plasma rifle? I do. I don't need it though, because I got the BFG. Oh, that's right. You gotta have the compatibility settings that make the things block rockets. Oh, eBay. Happy Hanukkah, everybody. Chill map set with archviles everywhere. It's not even the hardest level in this WOD. Might as well just expend the rockets because I don't think there's much level left. Played this one last year. It was pretty fun. Played a bunch of other Christmas ones. I'm not going to show them off. I know there's one that had a giant slaughter at the end. Can't remember what year that was from. It's probably like the 2000s. Oh, fuck. Chill map set. Chill map set. Shit. Oh, great. And it doubles back to the shitty... Oh, that could have been ugly. Not out of the clear yet. I feel like Samurai Jack when he screams, "Who else wants some?" Strange that the exits are just the doors, but whatever. That was Holiday Hits. Nice little WOD. Fortunately, I said it was in the id Games archive, but unfortunately it's actually on Dropbox. Not even archived on ModDB, so Snowy44, whatever you do, get that shit archived, because Dropbox, you know, what was the other one? Mega was it file host and there was mega upload? Yeah, those aren't reliable. You gotta, yeah, get that shit archived as soon as possible.